this pump for a few extra minutes to make sure that we have 100% of the maximum amount of water. Okay, so here's the scenario. We're gonna pull the drain plug and we're just gonna cruise around the whole lake to show you guys kind of a real life scenario if this were to happen. Hey guys, I'm Jared with Stryker Boats, and we are here today at the lake, and we're gonna try to answer a few of what the most common questions that we're asked at Stryker, and that's how safe are the boats? So we're gonna do a few different things today. So I'm gonna pull the drain plug. We're gonna see how much water we can get to come inside of the boat to replicate forgetting your drain plug or having, you know, a smaller amount of water come in the boat, and just so you can see on camera what that looks like and if it's anything you need to be concerned about. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Milwaukee pump. This is a cool little pump that we use for numerous different things. And we are gonna proceed to fill the entire boat full of water so you guys can get an idea of what that looks like should you ever encounter the roguest of waves possible. A scenario like that has never happened to me, but it is one of the questions that people ask, you know, if this were to happen, what would that look like? So today we're gonna show you. So stay tuned, follow along. Okay, so there we go, the start of the water flow. Yeah, so it's coming in pretty good. You can't really tell if there's any more water coming in. There's no water really up in the, oh, we got a little bit of water here when I come stand up here. But it actually, when I stand up here, it pulls the water line above the drain, so we actually have no more water coming in right now. You know, we're gonna hang out here for a few more minutes and see what happens. It's 3:18, we've been about 10 minutes and we have no more water coming in this boat from the large drain plug is completely open. So I can put my finger right through. We're completely open to the environment right now, and this is as much water as we can get in the boat. But what happens is it's equalizing with the drain plug. So even right now, the amount of water in the boat is under the drain plug. So right now, with the drain plug fully open, fully exposed, we have minimal water in the boat, like a non-issue. This is not something that we would ever concern ourselves with from a safety standpoint. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna I'm gonna put the drain plug back in. We're gonna fill this boat with water, with a pump. See what happens. So this test here, very successful, like that. Okay, now, Cali, watch out. Cali, watch out. So drain plug back in. Check in here. So we've been filling this boat now for about 10 minutes. My dock lines haven't stretched at all. Like the boat there's not enough weight in this boat that has sunk the hull at all, as far as I can tell from my still unstretched dock line. So yeah, there's a significant amount of water in here. Really though, the boat itself does not notice it, like other than my feet being wet. So we're about 2 inches from the maximum possible water that we can put in this boat. Because once we reach the top of the transom, that's it. No more water can essentially go in. It will just flow back over. So we're gonna keep filling the boat until we can't fill it anymore. And we'll check back in. So far, so good. Oh yeah, so the water's flowing. Okay guys, so you can see the water rushing out over the back of the transom there. So this boat is completely full of water right now. Drain plugs in. You know what, we haven't really sunk down at all that I can notice. I was expecting these lines to go tight, at least as the boat sank with the weight of the water. But the reality is, I mean, other than it looking like a bit like a swimming pool, the boat is completely floating. I don't feel like this is an issue at all. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna throw on our life jackets. We're gonna try to get the dogs to come with us. We're gonna pull the drain plug, and just with trolling with our little electric motor, we're just gonna putt around the entire lake full of water, see if the water makes its way out of the boat or what happens. And if not, we know we're safe. We're gonna show you guys how safe we are with as much water as you can put in this boat. So this could replicate a real life scenario if you were to take on the unimaginable and having your boat full of water. Now, most boats that take on a wave like this, you would be in serious trouble. But this test right here just demonstrates, you know, how safe these boats actually are. Now, of course, even if we were to lose air out of some of these chambers, we have 6 separate air chambers. So again, there's the margin of safety is huge. And you know what? We're gonna prove it to you. So I'm gonna throw my life jacket on, we're gonna send the drone up, and let's go for a cruise. Okay, guys, so we're in the boat, the 420, full of water. Now you can see there's me, there's Ange filming, and then there's Cali walking around trying to figure out what the heck is going on and why is there so much water in this boat. So, you know, and even with this little electric motor, it would never plane the boat, but watch this. Oh, hey, we're dumping water. So we're dumping water over the transom. Oh, and we're actually cruising really good with this little electric motor. Wow, so the entire boat full of water, not ideal, but you know, it could happen. In my 18 years of boating, I've never done it, but you know, let's just see what happens. I mean, you know, in a real world scenario, this may be something you'd have to do. So it's 3:50 right now. Let's say we left 1 minute ago, so 3:49. We're gonna go for a cruise with a boat full of water, and you know, we'll check back in. It's like a hot tub or a cold tub. Now, where's Potato? So check-in time here. We've made it, our dock is just over there. We've been on the water for 7 minutes with the entire boat full of water when we started. I pulled the drain plug. We aren't up on plane or anything. We're just using this Merc 7.5, which is roughly the equivalent of a 3 horsepower motor. In that 7 minutes, we have drained at least half, if not more than half of the water. We're gonna carry on around the lake, and you can see the floor up front. We're starting to see that now. I was up to my, you know, I had about that deep of water when we started 7 minutes ago, and now we're down to there. If we were up on plane, I'd suspect maybe we would be draining a bit faster, maybe not. I think that forward momentum is just allowing a lot of drainage of the water as well. Is my family safe? We hear you, and we hope that this video assists in answering some of those questions. Even with the boat 100% full, I didn't feel unsafe for a second. I mean, it didn't even take our dock lines down at all. The boat didn't even really sink into the water column. So I don't know if we're going any faster than we were with an entire boat full of water. So the motor can't go under, right? Because as soon as you fill to there, that's it. I have a sneaking suspicion with the drain plug out just running, you won't get enough water in the boat where it's really going to be a huge deal. Oh, Cali found dry land. Okay, so the test is essentially complete. We left the dock about 14 minutes ago. It's 4:05. We left at 3:59, so 16 minutes ago. We are now at the point where we have drained all of the water out. There's a little bit of daylight. We probably have about another 10 seconds of water leaving the boat, but we've essentially drained the entire boat. The entire hull, as full as you can go with our electric motor, one loop around the lake. That's great. Worked out perfect.